con la capacidad máxima de 100 asistentes. Permítanme hacer hincapié para todos aquellos que se conecten más tarde, todos ustedes también pueden llegar a nosotros a través de nuestro Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, InTheLink y YouTube, Doctors Federation para el mundo. Por favor, compartan esto con colegas, amigos y familiares. Norberta, ¿por qué no presenta Doctors Federation of the World a nuestro público que nos visita por primera vez? Y perdón, la fecha es 5 de octubre.
Es correcto, doctora. La Federación de Médicos para el Mundo es una organización internacional que en los últimos 5 años ha desempeñado un papel implacable, productivo e importante en 5 continentes. DFW ha construido esperanza y otros paradigmas. Doctora Patricia, adelante, por favor.
Fundada en 2020 en Piamonte, Italia, por la doctora Famny Casallo, Doctors Federation of the World es una organización sin ánimo de lucro que ha sido avalada por numerosos especialistas de la salud de todo el mundo. Nuestro objetivo es abordar las enfermedades agudas y crónicas desde un punto de vista fisiopatológico, con un enfoque a largo plazo en el que participan voluntariamente personas de los 5 continentes. Nuestra fuerza innovadora, disrupta y constructiva ha permitido la comunicación interdisciplinar en el tiempo real y el trabajo de especialistas sanitarios con traducción simultánea a 6 idiomas: inglés, español, italiano, portugués, francés e hindú. Norberta.
Muy bien. Nuestra misión se centra en proporcionar soluciones sanitarias integradoras para el bienestar humano. En este momento, actualizados, nuestra visión es convertirnos en la organización internacional líder en la búsqueda de tratamientos e intervenciones preventivas seguras, accesibles, eficaces y eficientes. Guías de práctica clínica, medicina tradicional e integrativa, protección de poblaciones vulnerables en situaciones de crisis y políticas públicas. Nuestros valores buscan la pluralidad y la igualdad abierta de ideas y humanidad. Nuestros objetivos se centran en la generación de soluciones de valor a largo plazo, así como en la estrecha colaboración entre DFW, es una organización internacional que durante los últimos 5 años han desarrollado un incesante, productivo e importante panel en 5 continentes. Por último, nuestras actividades se han centrado tanto en la comunicación de planes mensuales de salud preventiva como en el trabajo interdisciplinario con autoridades y gobiernos. Doctora Patti.
Han sido nuestros médicos de todo el mundo los que han utilizado enfoques de medicina basada en la evidencia para retroalimentar a los gobiernos y a la sociedad con esquemas preventivos y curativos. Norberta.
De esta forma, hemos celebrado 127 conferencias con el siguiente perfil de ponentes: 61 con nivel de doctorado, 40 y especialidad. Perdón, están tratando de meterse en la sesión. Qué terrible. Bien, una disculpa por ello, pero bueno. Continuemos adelante, por favor. Es un incidente que ya conocemos, pero continuemos. Les decía que han habido 61 ponentes con nivel de doctorado, 40 con nivel de maestría y o especialidad y 25 con licenciatura. En cuanto a nuestra influencia, DFW ha celebrado 63 conferencias en América, 37 en Europa, 11 en África, 17 en Asia y 5 en Oceanía. Adelante, doctora Patricia.
Gracias, mil disculpas por ese ataque, pero todos estamos tranquilos y ningún tipo de ataque nos va a impedir de llevar esta información al mundo. Doctor Federation of the World es una organización proactiva que es reconocida por nuestro propio y profundo enfoque entregado a la comunidad y al trabajo de colaboración a largo plazo con los gobiernos. Es respetuosa con las decisiones sanitarias locales de cada país. No busca la confrontación, el deterioro del el status quo, ni la interrupción de las agendas sanitarias actuales.
¿A quién vamos dirigidos? A médicos, académicos, investigadores y otros aliados de la salud.
Además, nos dirigimos a las autoridades gubernamentales, los sistemas sanitarios, las oficinas reguladoras, los medios de comunicación social, los intelectuales, los filántropos y la sociedad civil.
Gracias a lo anterior, en el año 2022 logramos integrar nuestros avances en una cumbre internacional exitosa y sin precedentes que tuvo lugar virtualmente del 11 al 15 de noviembre de 2022. Gracias a su participación, logramos integrar el programa académico más trascendental de la historia de la humanidad. Fue el más grande, con 127 ponentes. Ambicioso, 73 países. Colaborativo, 4 pilares. Plural, 5 continentes. Medible, 4 redes sociales, Zoom, Facebook, YouTube y LinkedIn. Multilingüe, 5 idiomas en traducción simultánea. Especialistas de todo el mundo compartieron sus conocimientos sobre diversos temas con el único objetivo de mejorar las condiciones de vida y salud de la población mundial.
Nuestra gestión se basa en 4 ejes principales: guías prácticas clínicas, medicina tradicional e integrativa, impacto en comunidades en riesgo, políticas públicas en situaciones de crisis.
Finalmente, DFW se concentra en fortalecer su estructura, consolidar sus objetivos, apoyar y recibir apoyo de clínicos, investigadores, académicos, difundir nuestra misión, visión y valores, así como unir fuerzas con asociaciones médicas afines. Te invitamos a formar parte de nuestra familia y ayudarnos con tu donativo para apoyar nuestra estructura tecnológica y traductores.
En Doctors Federation of the World estamos convencidos de que solo soñando en grande, trabajando incansablemente, manteniéndonos enfocados y trabajando rodeados de gente valiosa como ustedes, lograremos alcanzar y superar nuestras metas. Gracias por permitirlo.
DFW es una organización sin ánimos de lucro, en la que todo el mundo no recibe ningún tipo de remuneración. Durante 5 años, nuestra estructura se ha sostenido únicamente con donaciones de la junta directiva. Hoy rogamos su apoyo, asegurándose de que los micrófonos estén apagados durante toda la sesión, con el fin de no superar las 2 horas. No habrá preguntas en directo para nuestra ponente principal, pero podrán interactuar con ella a través del chat en todos los idiomas ya mencionados. A nuestra ponente le recordamos que controle su tiempo con un máximo de 45 minutos en total y una siguiente ronda de preguntas y respuestas de 30 minutos. También le recordamos que hable más despacio para que nuestros intérpretes puedan traducir correctamente.
Ahora escucharemos un breve mensaje de la doctora Susan Rush. Adelante, Norberto.
Muchas gracias, doctora Patricia Calisperis. Muchas gracias, maestro Raúl. Es un placer estar aquí una vez más con nuestros eminentes panelistas. Permítame compartirles el mensaje de parte de nuestra presidenta, de nuestra vicepresidenta, la doctora Susan Rush. Todos estamos trabajando con una definición que nos llevará a nuestro destino deseado, que la salud es un indicador nuestro, de nuestro comportamiento, con nuestro entorno y la restauración del sistema de autocuración de nuestras células. Las tres palabras clave son comportamiento, entorno y sistema de autocuración. Hoy tenemos una oradora eminente para mostrar el camino que ella ha allanado para llegar a su destino. Y nuestro destino es la restauración de nuestro sistema de autocuración de nuestras células. Adelante, doctora, si gusta presentar a la doctora Susan Rush.
Sí. Okay. Sorry. Por favor, si me, Roberta,
Está en
si
la
me puede.
pantalla. Está en la pantalla.
Está en la pantalla, doctora.
Sí, pero no logro leer, está muy.
Yo lo
Perdón.
leo. Yo lo leo.
Gracias, muy gentil, amigo. Gracias.
Yo lo leo. Bienvenida, doctora Susan Rush, especialista en comportamiento, apasionada en el campo de evitar el uso y desuso, que es un patrón común en humanos. Al crear el concepto de un cambio en los actuales formas de comportarse por parte de los humanos que contaminan los ríos, la tierra, el aire y los océanos. Su misión es crear un ambiente sostenible, así como también económicamente sostenible para sus habitantes, y cambiar estas desastrosas estructuras sociales llamadas ciudades. El tema de la doctora Susan Rush será codificar y descodificar las toxinas, y para mí es un honor tener la oportunidad de contar con Norberta, con Patricia, con nuestros traductores y con la doctora Susan Rush. Y con Famny, que está traduciendo ahí atrás al italiano, a pesar de ser la presidenta. Bienvenida, doctora Rush, los micrófonos son suyos.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Rahul, and thank you that I'm so privileged to be here as a part of DFW and at the same time giving taking the role of speaker today. Thank you. Okay, so let me start with our PowerPoint presentation. Just give me a moment, and I hope this presentation will not be
Will run.
hacked by somebody here. Okay. Just a minute. Okay, let me see how to make it big.
Recordamos a todos, nuestra audiencia, apagar sus micrófonos para evitar expulsarlos, por favor.
Okay, so let us start. Thank you for this great opportunity. And today I am going to talk about coding and decoding of detox. What is coding is all about? Coding is to achieve the goal. Short forms of vast information is called coding. That means language itself is coding. It can be human language or computer language. Even the DNA has got their own language. So what we are speaking in different languages just now, we can understand only when we know how it is decoded, isn't it? Every living being use coding to communicate because coding is a technique, right? So all the living beings use it. Living beings exist because of coding in its genetics. Our DNA has got code words. It needs to be decoded for all of us to understand how our cells function. So, broadly speaking, we can actually classify it in three ways, right? One is genetic coding in DNA or RNA. Second most common we use as human language as coding, correct? And then computer language, from the time we have got this technology, computer technology, we use the code word in computer also. And all those people who do not know the how to decode it, we use the professionals to do it for us, isn't it? So what I mean is that in life, everywhere there is code word and it must be decoded. Why? Because the code words are used for memory enhancement. It increases the chance of survival. The more you have right information, the more we have a chances of survival. We can have best security and even the positive emotions. So everywhere there is coding. So why not understand the decoding, how our cells detox itself? That is what we are going to understand today. Actually, in the medical schools and in the nursing school, we were supposed to be taught about this. Not only in the medical school, from the kindergarten, these are the things we need to be taught because health is the first goal to be achieved. Then only prosperity and peace will sustain or maintain. I'm going to use these words very often so that the repetition of the information will imprint in our subconscious mind. So let us look into coding of detox. I have created some coding. It says me, M-E. I will decode. That time you will see there is the meaning in it. Then called M-O-H-A-A, moha. And then is a third code word is M-O-D-E-S. I call it modes. Me, moha, modes. It may have some meaning in some language or no meaning at all, but don't worry about it. It is a code word. When it is decoded, we will understand it. Let's move. Now decoding. What is decoding? In decoding, we require rules. These rules traditionally also are called rituals. Human beings, from the time they are recorded to be traced on this planet, they use the code words and they said we create to understand or to decode it, there has to be rules. And that rules are called rituals traditionally. Then every rule need to be regulated. Without regulation, the rule does not work. So that is what we call it customs and traditions. Then comes the balance. Whenever the rules are regulated, then only balance comes. And that balance is called festival. Isn't that amazing? Rules are regulated for balance, and in tradition way, we call it rituals, and customs are for festivals. So every festival we celebrate, every festival human beings celebrate in any continent of this planet, it has got the same purpose. That we need to have rules and it must be followed. If it is not followed properly, there will be forfeit. Correct? So how we go for the balance, just see. Balance comes in health. The moment we achieve health, then only the prosperity and peace will sustain. This is the balance we are going to get. The moment if our health is not achieved, the balance gets disturbed. If we don't achieve health, we have to spend all our prosperity and peace to get back our health. So, detox is the only purpose of every festival. Detox is the only purpose of every system human beings create around themselves. Period. That means toxin has to enter and it must get out. Then comes the decoding of detox. In the universe, there is only two figures which are stable. They are circles and the triangle. These are called the permanent stable figure. Everything else, you just reduce it, either it will be a triangle or it can be a circle. The moment one angle of triangle is gone, it becomes circle. Okay. So I'm going to decode it. The code word was me, M-E, M-O-H-A-A, moha, and modes. We are going to decode it. So listen carefully. The first one is M. M stands for mechanical function, the mechanical method of detox. The mechanical method of detox have got four things: gravity, density, pressure, and temperature. These need to work on our cells, then only the detox will happen. The elaboration will come in the later next slides. The second decode is for E. E is for electrical function. Our cells are like the battery. It gets charged with proton. Just now we are talking with each other, proton is entering, and if you test your electron, your cells charge just now with a voltmeter, there will be charge. And the moment electron gets in, it will be discharged. Out of 24 hours, at least 6 to 8 hours, our cells need to be in zero voltage. Then it detoxes. And third one is a chemical function or chemical method of detox. It has got mind power, which works on our endocrine cells. You know something, endocrine cells is the manufacturing unit of the medicine within ourselves. Manufacturing unit of medicine. That is the pharmaceutical company is there within us. It produces its own medicine. Second one is oxidation. While we are breathing, oxygen is entering. In the environment, we have 20% oxygen and our cells receive 5% of it. And then we detox with hydration. We drink water or juices and the toxins will get out from your sweat and urine. Then comes antioxidation. Antioxidation is the sixth method and it has got food, herbs, oils. That means sun cooked and processed means fire cooked. And The seventh method of detox is called autophagy. Traditionally, before every festival, we were taught to have fasting. What is fasting? Fasting is creating a situation called autophagy. Isn't that amazing? I'm going to elaborate everything in the coming slides. And then comes the modes. Modes, what is happening in the modes? MODES, there are, when all these code words are decoded properly, we understand and decode it, what will happen? Our cells will produce its own medicine. That is called modes. M stands for melatonin, O for oxytocin, D for dopamine, E for endorphin, and S for serotonin. In our medical school or nursing school, they said it is the feel well neurotransmitter, and I call it, they are the medicine which will remove the toxin. You know something, 90% of the toxins are removed by the medicine we produce within our cells. Next, what is decoding administration? In every decoding, there has to be some administration. That means there will be rules and regulation, which I told you. In administration, we must ensure that every human and their communities must take complete responsibility. This is called the real worship. Complete responsibility of what? Of their soil, their space, their air, their fire, that is heat, and water. They are the 5 elements. We need to take the complete responsibility of these 5 elements. Isn't that amazing? Everything we do, every system, administrative system, has this as the fundamental requirement. Take to ensure that the complete unbiased justice is done to ourselves. Each element. Somebody is fiddling on the screen. Can anybody can control? Yeah. So see, we must take complete responsibility of our soil, space, air, fire, and water, so that a complete unbiased justice is given to ourselves. Then only we can maintain our health, our prosperity, and our peace. Period. Next is, what is the ultimate goal in life? Ultimate goal in life is health. Then only our prosperity and the peace can be sustained. We have to really write it down in our subconscious mind. Health needs to be achieved and it must be maintained. How we are going to do it? So that to ensure that our prosperity and peace sustains. Without health, you achieve anything in the world, but if your health is gone, you have to shut everything down and get your health back. Right? What we need to remember is that for rest of our life, one sentence I'm giving, that our cells are designed to detox. Everyone need to remember it for rest of our life. This one sentence from our childhood till we go into the grave, that our cells are designed to detox. Why it is designed to detox? Because we live in the toxin. Why the toxin is important? Toxin is important because it gives exercise to our immune cells. Immune cells are the soldiers. They need to be always fit to face any attack they are getting. So every moment, God has designed our cells in such a way that the toxin will enter, it must get out. till the time toxin gets out, we call it is healthy, period. Now, next is, there is only one disease called toxin. And there is only one remedy, which is called detox. You might be wondering then why CDC is giving 8,000 names of the disease. Yes, there is a reason. But this is something which we need to remember for the rest of our life. There is only one disease which is called toxin and only one remedy called detox. Why so many names of the diseases? It is as per the location and the character of the toxin. Thousands of the names can be given as disease. And there are only 3 types of toxin. One is I call molecular toxin. In Latin language, it is called virus. Virus means poison toxin. And then the second one is called pathogenic toxin. The unicellular bacteria which change their behavior in our cellular biome, where any material which enters in our cell, if it creates a pH below 7 or above 8, that is interpreted as toxin in our cells, and our body has to act and remove it. So pathogen is one of the toxins. It is a living being, unicellular. And the third one is parasitic toxin. They can be unicellular or they can be multicellular. Correct? Parasites can be either of it. Then comes, next we need to remember is that there are 2 conditions when cells fail to remove toxin. Only 2 conditions. One is when excess toxin enter into the cell. Our cells will call out to the master, master, I'm not able to take out the toxin. How it will call out? By pain, by inflammation, by fatigue, just name it. Any problem you experience in your cell, your cells are faithful to tell the master, master, excess toxin has come in. And the second one is when the cells are malnourished. Protein, vitamin, minerals, carbohydrates and fats, if they are not getting in there in correct quantity, the cell structure will be weak and they cannot get rid of the toxin. So our cells will call out to the master saying, master, help, I need help, my detox system needs help. Then comes, there are 7 methods by which toxin enter in our cells. Remember this 7 number. It enters with our food, with our water, with our air, with our thoughts, yes, with our radiations around us, and the vaccination and excess medication. I could identify these 7, and I say anybody can identify anything else which is not coming within, we will count that also. But for now, 7 methods by which toxin enter in our cell. Normally, it will enter. Normally, how it most commonly goes? By food, water, air, thoughts, and radiation. These 4 you cannot avoid. They will get in. It is not under your control. But vaccination and excess medication, it is our master's decision whether I should take it or not. Then comes the 7 methods by which our cells remove the toxin, which I already mentioned there. Now I'm mentioning it again because we need to remember it. Mechanical method of detox, electrical method of detox, mind power, working on endocrine method of detox, oxidation as a method of detox, hydration as a method of detox, antioxidation, and autophagy. So we have got 7 by 7. 7 by 7 ways the toxin enter, and by 7 ways the cells remove the toxin. So we are going to look little more into deep into each one of them. First is the mechanical method of detox. In the mechanical method, Gravity, temperature, pressure, or density, all this work on our cell. It needs to work. It must work. There is only one profession given to entire humanity which can do all the 7 detox. That is the only one profession which I call farming. If you want to eat, you need to learn how to sow it. Farming is the only profession, and you will see those who want to finish the humanity, what will happen? They first hit your farming business. Second is the other are your dancing, your gymnastics, what you do, you play the games. And when people become sick, we also create some machines, in which you can get temperature. This is one of the tub, especially created by an engineer in India, in which you sit in hot water, 40 degrees Celsius up to your neck. What will happen? You are getting temperature, you are getting pressure, the gravity is working, the density of water is working on your cells, and the cell is detoxing. Our skin is a second kidney. Now, so for the people, if we do all this detox regularly, our toxin will get out. If the people are not able to do this detox properly, then we have to give them special facilities, grad tub or bath tub with hot water, or you can go for sauna, jacuzzi, or there are all so many methods we have derived for what? Mechanical method of detox. So everyone remember, do the farming. Farming is the best design. I do not get farmers as the sick patients. When they come to me, I ask them 2 questions. If a farmer is sick, they can be sick only if they do wrong farming with lot of pesticides, or they are vaccinated. That's it. This is the 2 ways they get excess toxin in their body. Otherwise, I don't get farmers coming here to take to have serious problems. Next, electrical detox. In the electrical detox, just now protons are entering in our cells. And I used to, because I come from an allopathic background as a nurse, and I used to not believe in all these things. So I bought one voltmeter to see really do we have the charge in our cells. Okay, this is a voltmeter. I have connected a part with in my earthing of my house, and I have got a copper plate which is connected to my earthing, and I will show of my body. So I am going to set it in the 6 millivoltage. You can see here, you can see 0 point something is there. This is only the charge around me. The moment I hold this red probe in my hand, see, the charge is showing 0.43 C. When I'm leaving it, this is the charge around me. Okay, look at the voltage in my body. And when I hold this copper, it is going to 0. See, I remove my hand, it is showing my charge again going high. I touch it, 0. Our cells need to be in 0 voltage for 6 to 8 hours. The 6 to 8 hours we are supposed to be doing farming, but the farming is taken out from our life. So where our detox is happening, mechanical and electrical detox normally is not happening with people who do not do farming, because you cannot go and sit in the soil or sit on the grass or hug a tree for 6 to 8 hours, because we need to go to work also. So what we did, we are creating the what you call the earthing device. Need to have earthing put as a form of bed sheet or something which you can tie on a hand, tied with a wire, and connect with the earthing of your home. See, the electricians are very clever. They know without earthing, they cannot fix any kinds of electrical circuits. They need earthing. Our cells also need earthing, but our cells are so beautiful. They tell Malik, the master, if he fails, the master fails to give mechanical and electrical detox, but still it maintains somehow. But the moment you try to touch the chemical detox, it will cry out. The chemical method of cellular detox is called MOHA, MOHAA. First is the mind power. Mind power works with three things. Remember, information, thoughts, and emotions. These three things. Just now I'm giving you information. Every one of you, each one of you are developing thoughts in you. And if you think that with the analysis, oh, this information is good or correct, the moment you feel that, your thoughts will be powerful. It will have real force and you connect with your emotion. Emotion has got positive and negative charge. The moment you connect with the positive charge, you will produce the 5 medicine: melatonin, oxytocin, dopamine, endorphin, and serotonin. If you connect it with negative emotion, it will produce problems, fear, you will be scared, you will be sad, or you will be angry. These three emotions will come. That will snatch your power away. So mind power, remember, I'm going to elaborate it further. That's why I'm going ahead. The oxidation, it is a cell breathing. We are breathing and oxidation is happening. So every treatment we plan, it must connect with the cell's own methods. So oxidation, then hydration. You see, in oxidation also, when we are breathing in oxidation, the detox, the carbon dioxide is coming out, and the plants are created by God who need their life with carbon dioxide. So all these people who are creating a lot of false information about carbon footprint, it is not supposed to be a problem. We have to just create the recycling system has to be maintained. Then when it comes to hydration, with water and juice, urine and sweat, they are part of the fertilizer. If we use our urine, 1 liter urine with 20 liter water, we don't need urea in our soil. It is a natural fertilizer. Then comes the cell building with antioxidation. What is antioxidation? In antioxidation, you need food, herbs, and oils. What you get from these? You are going to get your protein, vitamins, minerals, carbohydrates, and fat. They are the cell builders. And once it is digested, it comes out as feces. And that also is part of fertilizer. And you know, because our engineers were not given the information in this sense, they created our homes with septic tanks where our feces are collected and not used. In some countries, like our country also, that our feces are recollected and thrown in the rivers. Whereas they are fertilizer, they are supposed to fertile our soil. There are methods. So once we understand the right concept, how the cells are designed, our engineers will come with the right design. Then comes the autophagy, fasting. What happens in fasting? Here we use time as medicine. How? For 8 hours, eat your food. 10 o'clock, have breakfast. 6 o'clock, finish your dinner. After that, do not eat anything. This is the daily in fasting. 16 hours, you will not eat anything, but you can drink warm water, plenty, no problem, till you go to sleep. Next day morning, also drink water till 10 o'clock. Or you will see that how your cells eat its own toxins and remove it. Autophagy. Look at our forefathers. In ancient times, they know about it. Therefore, they created rituals, customs, and traditions, and they created fasting as one of the method. In every rule, the ritual, there are fasting in all the parts of the world. You see, in the ritual, before the festival comes, the rituals will be there fast. And then only balance will happen. Then only we can celebrate. These are the 5 chemical method of detox. Now, I am going to elaborate a bit about the chemical method of detox. Antioxidation. What we do, sun cooked food. If somebody is sick, write it down. You can have 80% sun cooked food. Take your what you call your fruits in the morning, 10 o'clock till 1 o'clock, eat any 4 varieties of fruit according to your body weight. You are 60 kilos, multiplied it by 10, it will be 600. 600 grams minimum, eat only fruits with some nuts. How much nuts? Your weight is 60, take 60 grams of nuts. Soak it in the night and keep in the morning with the breakfast you have it. Then you have your vegetables in the afternoon. Anything, any vegetable which you can eat without cooking, you can use it here. Even like no, in India, some parts we get a lot of coconuts. I think in South America also coconuts will be there. Amazing. Just put a lot of coconut in this vegetables which you have and put sprouts. So how much minimum vegetable you need to eat? If your body weight is 60, multiply it by 5. How much it will be? 300. Correct? Yes, 300 grams of vegetable you need to eat. With that, you can eat 60 grams. Your weight is 60 multiplied by 1, 60 grams of sprouts. Wow. Fill your stomach 1 o'clock till 3 o'clock. And then in the evening, you will eat the processed food, which you are cooking. Before, if you are starting your breakfast 10 o'clock, by 6 o'clock, you have your dinner. And I always say, do not take rice and wheat in that. You use your 5 positive millets if you are sick. Or these positive millets are amazing. You use all the vegetarian food. You can have food in keto form or you can have food in vegetarian. When you are treating your cells, helping your cells, don't it is always nice to do without mixing. That will be nice. Oils, herbs. Every continent has got a variety of herbal knowledge. So much, isn't it? You can see Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha. In India, we have got homeopathy also. Ayahuasca, I have heard that there is in South America. These all are antioxidants. Many more. They all will build your cell structure strong. And they will detox your cells so beautifully. Then comes the hydration and oxidation. In hydration, sometimes some patients come, they can't eat. I said, don't worry. Your body is saying not to eat, don't eat, but you have to drink, make juice. The same amount of breakfast which I told with the fruits, crush it, make it into juice, drink it. Even you can put your nuts in that. Now, this depends. Sometimes some people come with some particular disease in which we don't want to give certain type of thing that your doctor will help you. But in the general, this can be followed by any human being. Plenty of water in form of juice or coconut water. And then I love to add, the oxidation is there also. And I love to add as part of oxidation, dioxygen chloride. Oxidation. O2Cl, I call it, or ClO2, you can call it. DMSO is the wood extract, you can add it. It is amazing support to detox. The medicines which remove the toxins, they can be taken lifelong. So your food can be your medicine, your water, your air can be your medicine. And if you can match something to support that, the existing function, fantastic. Otherwise, what happens? Medications are used only to suppress the problems. Then what happens? When you stop taking that medicine, your problem will come back. But when you remove the toxin, then problem will not come back. If you are taking hourly dose of chlorine dioxide, when you are maintaining, you don't take hourly. You have to take once in a day, once in a while also you can manage. That is called the real medicine. Okay. Then I have explained a little bit about chlorine dioxide. It is an it meant while our cells maintain the antioxidation as a cell structure, the oxidation in the cell, it becomes efficient with chlorine dioxide. I love to hear some of the scientists, who have done amazing studies on this. They say that the oxidation works in our mitochondrial level. Mitochondria is the real kitchen. What happens there? They use oxygen to burn and give us energy and remove the toxins. Things which we don't require, it gets out. So it can be used widely, and I would say any kinds of oxygen therapy. This will be some of the best, cheapest, and water result. So I don't undermine any other, whether it is ozone, hyperbaric chamber, hydrogen peroxide. It's all have got its own plus and minus. But I love the chlorine dioxide because it gives me a lot of freedom. I can sit anywhere and ask my people to drink it, and you'll be all right, isn't it? Then comes the mind power. Mind the master. It requires information. Whenever, therefore, you can see anybody who want to manipulate the entire humanity, they will play with the information. If the information is given half truth, we will always have a half result. Never, health will never come. So information must convert into thought, connect with your positive emotions. You will produce dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, endorphin, melatonin. All this melatonin maintains our sleep cycle. And it is produced from a pineal gland. When I say pineal gland, I call it the master gland. I renamed it master gland. And purposely, the demonic system created the half information about pineal gland. Pineal gland has three functions. One is producing melatonin to regulate our sleep. Second, it actually regulates all other hormones, which I call medicine in our cells, modes, MODs, all these are regulated by pineal gland. And third most important function of the pineal gland is connecting your physical body to your spiritual body. And that is what gives you the sense of freedom, asking questions, and you take the decision. And purposefully, that pineal gland is calcified. What happens when we have negative emotion? There will be stress, and this stress will stop production of the hormones. 90% of the diseases can be cured, or the toxins are removed out by the endocrine system, endocrine cell. So what we need to do, what we are giving in the DFW or in our individual life, all the people who are in the health, we need to give the right information. If any information is leading us to the pandemic and the wars, understand there is something wrong. And I would love to mention this in the pineal gland. Eliminate the soul with the medicine. This became the target. This information is given by Rudolf Steiner, 1861 to 1925. They said, in the future, we will eliminate the soul with medicine. These were their target. Under the pretext of health point of view, we will give the wrong information to people. There will be a vaccine by which the human body will be treated as soon as possible, directly at birth. Now you know why our children are given vaccination, so that the human being cannot develop the thought of existence of soul and spirit. To maintain this, materialistic doctors will be created, will be ensured the task of, or entrusted the task of, removing the soul of humanity. As today, people are vaccinated against this disease or that disease, so in the future, children will be vaccinated with a substance that can be produced precisely in such a way that people thanks to the vaccination, will be immune to being subject to the madness of spiritual life. They don't want us to be in the spiritual life. Only in the materialistic world he would be extremely smart, but he would not develop a conscience, and that is the true goal of some materialistic circles. Our children, our future is in that circle. In the DFW, we are getting back into the correct information emanating to our people. With such vaccination, you can easily make the etheric body lose in the physical body. Once the etheric body is detached, the relationship between the universe and the etheric body would become extremely unstable, and man would become an automation, for the physical body of man must be polished on this earth by spiritual will. So the vaccine becomes a kind of aromanic force. Man can no longer get rid of a given materialistic feeling. He becomes materialistic of continuations and can no longer rise to spirituality. Can you imagine? This is where our mind power is tempered. These are the amazing people who got the knowledge that how our cells work perfectly the circadian rhythm. In 1811 or 1814, we had scientists brought chlorine dioxide, and 1934, a Nobel Prize winner, Dr. Otto Warburg, he got Nobel Prize because he proved that our cells become cancerous if it becomes depleted in oxygen. Can you imagine? But this was not taught to us. This information was not given to us in our medical community. And these are the another people. In 2017, they got their Nobel Prize about the circadian rhythm, that how it works. Nobody knows about that. So mind power with the right information is the most important thing for maintaining our health, prosperity, and peace. So for health. So let me see. First thing, according to the where it goes wrong. Definition. What is definition? Definition will help you to identify your destination. It will show you the direction, and you can create your path towards that destination. And when the definition is tempered, it may sound good, but it is not going to reach you to the destination. Therefore, I want you to look at the definition given to us. According to the World Health Organization, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. It sounds great. But what are we doing today? In 2025, are we having our health, mental, physical, or social? That means we are standing in the wrong destination. Something has gone wrong. What has gone wrong in health? Let us see. I have changed the definition. And if you change the definition, then only you can get into that situation. Note it down for rest of your life again. Health is an indicator only. Health is an indicator of our behavior with our environment and a restoration of self-healing system. And all the three words are absent in the definition given to us. Behavior with environment and self-healing system, it must be restored. So how to do it? What is health? Health means developing self-stability. Stabilize yourself. To stabilize yourself, what you need? You need 5 things. What that is called our physical health. We are learning about 7 detox system here. Second is the relationship. Relationship between our mind, the master, and the cells, the servant. The relationship, how many relationships we have? There is only 2 relationships. One is called the slave and one is a friend. The mind, the master has got 50 trillion cells, faithful and honest servants there. So you can treat them as slave. From the childhood, we are taught master and the slave, they need servant, they are in a slavery situation. That means only the master need to be happy, period. What will happen with that? And second, relationship, friends. Somebody is asking our remote control. I'm not going to give it. Do you want the remote control? I'm going to decline it. Some screen is coming. Somebody is playing with the screen, tampering with the screen. Okay, I paused my recording. Somebody is tampering with the screen. Can
Yes.
somebody help me to? It is asking me a user named Mal, M-A-L, is requesting remote control of
Que
your
lo expulse la
computer.
persona
I'm
que está a
declining
cargo.
it.
¿Se puede identificar quién está jugando con la pantalla?
Okay, I declined it. And somebody is putting a lot of scrambling here. And I'm still getting that screen again and again. Somebody has entered here as MAL Mal, username Mal or Havoc. Please, can anybody is there who is good at computer thing? I'm going to decline this. If anybody is entered there in the name of Mal, M-A-L, please remove them.
Correcto.
Ya quité todos los accesos para todos.
Havoc Mac is requesting. So there is 2-person Mal and Hava Mac. They are trying to tamper with our screen. Please remove them. Somebody has entered in our space where they are creating problem. I am declining it and still they are coming. I have stopped my recording here. I have stopped my screen sharing also. Anybody who is good at computer thing, somebody is trying to tamper with our screen sharing.
Ya quité.
Havamock is saying, I will fix the screen. Who is
Ingeniero
this?
Camacho,
Hava Mac?
siento que está aquí, ¿nos puede ayudar, por favor?
They are saying Mal is removed, but the Havamock is there to create havoc here. Who is Hava Mac saying that I will fix the screen for you? I don't know who is Hava Mac. Because somebody is trying to tamper initially also our screen. I don't want that that to happen. Havamak is that I am a Zoom MOD. Rahul, can you understand this? He's saying that Havamak is a Zoom MOD. Moderator. Zoom moderator. Who has appointed this person as Zoom moderator?
Esa persona Java, que no la encuentro en la lista. ¿Alguien lo puede detectar para retirarlo de la sala? Por favor. Acá está.
Yeah, I was muted.
Sí,
So I want to confirm that we are not attacked by anybody in this software realm, because I saw the screen was totally showing distorted figure initially.
Doctora
So I have
Susan, I
stopped
think
my
everything,
recording.
sorry, Doctora Susan, I think everything is okay. We have already
Can
took
we
out
start?
the, yes,
Okay,
that one
Oh,
Havamak we have
thank
already.
you. Let me start.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Sorry for that.
thank you.
Raúl, está con nosotros aquí el ingeniero en informática Camacho, pero no puede escribir en el chat. Ah, me dijo que volvieran a poner. Listo. Ya hicieron lo que el ingeniero Camacho dijo. Gracias.
Oh, okay, let me continue. In the health, what is health? In health, we need to have self-stability. And that self-stability comes with 5 special functions. That is health. One is the physical health, where you maintain all the 7 detox system properly. Second is the relationship between the mind, the master, and the cells, the servant. Only 2 relationships are there. One is slave and one is friend's relation. And what happens in the slave relation? There will be use and throw behavior. And use and throw behavior, when you use people and throw it, when we can use things and throw it, there will be problem. In the friends relation, we have love and restoration. I love to quote Jesus, in the friends relation. If all those who know that read Bible, if you can go and read Bible, John chapter 15, verse 15, where Jesus tells to disciples, I shall not call you anymore my servant. You are my friend. Why? Because friendship is the only relationship where there is love and there will be restoration, because the forgiveness comes. The mind, the master need to ask forgiveness with the cells. Forgive me, my dear friend. I gave you something wrong. That's why you could not process it. After forgiveness comes, the next is sacrifice. Oh, my friend, I will do for you anything. Anything I will do to make sure that you are happy and you are healthy. And when the sacrifice happens, then only there is salvation and the resurrection of ourselves. This is the law in the nature. And this is the only truth, only path, and the life. Follow it. All the healers must follow this. With the relationship between the mind, the master, and self, the servant, has to convert into a friend. Then we will not use a medication which will suppress the toxin. We will use the medication which will remove the toxin. And naturally we remove by food, water, air, and our thoughts 90% of the toxins are removed by managing our thoughts. We can remove the radiation problem. We can remove our excess medication and vaccination. All these can be removed and we can manage it. Our food can become our medicine. Our water and air can become our medicine. Then comes the service. Service to whom? In the society, only the small children and our elderly parents require service. Serve them. And these three, maintaining health, maintaining your relationship, and the service is very important task you have to do from generation to generation. For that, you need good policies. Again, rules and regulation. And that policy we call politics or administration. Once this happens properly, then you see the prosperity happening. Isn't that amazing? This is the system we have, and we need to work on this in all the healers community. The next one is about our health, how to maintain. The second thing I'm giving about environment and about our behavior. In environment, soil, space, air, fire, water, SSAFW. Soil, our space, our air, and our water, and our fire need to be protected from all kinds of contamination. That is where our behavior comes. In the behavior, we need to take complete responsibility, that is CR and CUP. Complete responsibility for these soil, space, air, fire, and water. Then we will not have contamination of our rivers. There is you can see in the Pacific Ocean, the plastic island, and people say plastic is bad. No, plastic is not bad. Our behavior is bad. Use and throw behavior. Plastic island is 2,000 kilometers north to south, 800 kilometers east to west, and 30 feet high plastic island is there. It has gone from each one of the continents. So what to do? Take complete responsibility of our soil, space, air, fire, and water. R is for responsibility. Incomplete responsibility will create problem. And then what will happen? When we take complete responsibility, we will get complete unbiased justice. We will get complete unbiased justice can given to be ourselves. Isn't that amazing? We have to change our behavior to maintain our health, to regain our health. Then only it will be called auspicious, and it will be called profitable, correct? And then we will get our health and we will get our prosperity. From the profit, prosperity will come. From the auspiciousness, health will come. In the behavior, one more. First destination, our goal is in life is health, prosperity, and peace. So what behavior? What should not be there? First, we saw what should be there. Take complete responsibility. And what should not be there? Do not take incomplete responsibility. Incomplete responsibility will create hypocrisy. You say something and you do something. When there is hypocrisy, there will be injustice and biases. Where injustice and biases are there will be use and throw behavior. We can use and throw people. We can use and throw things. When we use and throw people, we will have poverty. All those who ever wonder why we have poverty, the reason is use and throw behavior. If any control has to be created, it is only for use and throw behavior, and you can see every human system can be correctly functioning. That is why the system which is totally controlled by the demonics, what happens? They will not give this information. For them, poverty, mental. When we use and throw people, there will be poverty. There will be destitution. Then will be prostitution. People will sell and buy and sell our body. And the criminal world establishes. And then dispute will happen in our relationship. And it will lead to war. When we use and throw things, our soil, our air, our fire, water will get contaminated, and it will get excess toxin into our cells, and we will be diseased. So disputes and diseases are the indicator that the demonic system is working. It is deceiving us. How this behavior is formed? That is hypocrisy, injustice, and bias. Injustice and bias, which I said. How it works, we are going to see. It will develop use and throw behavior. It will create disputes and disease, and it will give pain from the war, pain from the pandemic, that diseases. And what we need is that pain is there to keep us in the awakened state of mind. So don't consider pain as a problem. No. When you consider pain as a problem, then disputes and disease will come. When you consider pain as a purpose in life, then what will happen? You will stay in the awakened state of mind. To convert our pain into purpose, we need to pray. And in the prayer, you praise God for everything you have, because the law of nature says, whatever you sow, you will reap in multiplication. So if you sow happiness, multiplication of happiness will come. If you sow sadness, sadness will come. So in prayer, start praising God and say, thank you, God, for everything. Count your blessings. And what will happen? You will see purpose in life. That is the law of the purpose in life will bring prosperity, passion, and passion will bring prosperity. The second thing, for to be awakened state of mind, where you use the pain to be awakened, the law of nature, follow the law of nature. And third thing, live in unity in diversity, not in division. And then comes stand for the truth. We get the guts to stand for the truth. And then what happens? We can punish the wicked. Wicked needs to be punished because they plan it and bring the problem. What needs to be done? We have to become self-stable and be awakened. And for that, you need pain. In pain, you pray. In prayer, you get mercy of God. And the remedy will come for your health. And the relationship will be improved. We will serve our children and our elderly. We will get into great administration of doing this. We can see the culprits punished. We will be able to stand for truth. There will be unity in diversity, and we will follow the law of nature. Then the prosperity will come. This is the information every child, every human being who is breathing need to get into their subconscious mind. Then only the happiness can sustain. This is our emotional vibration scale. We need to vibrate at the 250 minimum as a neutrality. Then you will say the willingness, acceptance, reasoning, love, joy, peace, and enlightenment will come. Don't stay at the low frequency, low emotional vibration scale. Get up, get out, forgive, and sacrifice. And that will help you to go up into the scale of emotional vibrational scale. Always maintain at minimum the neutrality. Everyone who has today logged into it, they have first come to the neutrality. Then the willingness came. Then you accepted the invitation. Then you created a reasoning. And now you can listen to it with a lot of love, joy, and the peace and enlightenment. So amazing thing, yeah. Amazing it is. Formation of divine and demon, how it happens? Energy. Energy is what? It is infinite. It cannot be destroyed. It cannot be created. There are 7 elements in the energy. One is spirit, time. In the childhood, we taught, well, in our schools, we were taught only soil, space, air, fire, and water. But I am saying that, oh, I am seeing another two there, the spirit and the time. It is part of the energy element. And when the spirit decides to circle the time, where space, fire, air, water, and all the solid material that is soil come together and get into a circle of time. See, look at it. The spirit takes the time and ties it into a circle, and all the five elements start moving here. The energy will convert into power. The movement of this five element within the time frame is converting the energy which was like no inactive form. It's converting into active form called power. That power creates life, and we call it divine. Therefore, I say divine is powerful, and the whatever is outside the circle is demonic. So never think that demon has got power. Demon is powerless. We call it toxin. Stealing power becomes the job of the demonic system. It is their job. They do their job properly. We are the divine people. We need to preserve our power. Every information which we are getting here, it is only for that. Be conscious. We are divine, powerful people. Do not allow the demonic system to steal your power. I'm going to show how the stealing happens. Therefore, cells are designed to detox. I'm going to show how the stealing happens. In the divine system, there is circles and triangle. There are two triangles. One is called stable triangle pyramid, which has got head, that our knowledge, connected to our heart, that is belonging, our emotion, and then we take action with our hand. And the second triangle is a balancing triangle. Balance between the rules and regulation happens. And these two looking like star, I call it, we are the millennium star. Everyone, each one of us who are born on this planet, we are the millennium star because we are the winners. We 150 to 300 millions of us ran from our father's body to our mother's body, and only one person was a winner, and that winner is you and me. We are the millennium stars. We need these two triangles to work in us within that circle. We are special. We are unique, and we are the winners. This itself gives the modes. All the five medicine will produce in our mind. The melatonin, oxytocin, dopamine, endorphin. Endorphin is a painkiller. Serotonin is a natural immune vaccination for us. Why we lost our health and happiness? Because something went wrong in our system. Preserving and sharing power within the divine system is the job of divine. And then what happened? We created a system here in which 80% people will be the producer. We will be doing everything connected to farming. The producer will have product, and the product is valuable. And all the people who are supposed to be richest are supposed to be the farmers. And today we are living in the opposite world. The farmers are the poorest one. And what is supposed to be done? To sell, to exchange this product. Produce we all are producers. We have our produce, that is a product. To exchange it, we created a system. We asked our 10% people to go become as a trader. You will take our material and exchange with people. And 7% of the population, we decided to make them sit in the defense system. They will make sure when these people are traveling, the traders are traveling, nobody's attacking them, whether it is animal or human being. So they become our what you call the defense force. And 3% people, we brought them up for the knowledge. Their job is find out what is the true and false knowledge, and then teach it. That is guru, we call. Guru is the one who will teach. creating the sentences, formalizing the sentence. And the Muni is the media. The media is propaganda. They are supposed to give information to all the people below. Whatever information they give, everyone will believe, because they three traders, defense, and the media, they are given as the or knowledge people, knowledge collector. They are given a job. At this moment, they are not a producer. So richest people are supposed to be the producers. So we pay them salary up there. And this system was in a circulation movement. Every 5 years, they must come down. So the top 3% when come down from the 80, again 3 will go up. The another 3 will move to the defense, the 3 will move to up, and this will continue. So nobody is higher or lower here. This circle is supposed to be continued. And what happened? The demonic system comes, deceives the people sitting on top that don't get down. Your children, by way of your DNA, will be those people who will do the job. The people who are producers, they are useless. They will listen to you only. So what I will do, freeze it, no circulation happens. Create disputes and convert into battle, and wars, create diseases and pandemic. This is the information are given to us, and we are having all the disputes and diseases around. Then our power is stolen, and stolen power is given to the people who are sitting on the top. Can you imagine? From 80% people, the power is stolen and given to them. They look most powerful. It will produce pain. Pain of disease and dispute. We have to convert this pain. Look at this. The pain is what the demonic system says. You can see in the demonic system, our subconscious mind, which is in a circle, it is inside the triangle. That is why they are called demonic system. And in the divine system, you can see the triangle, the conscious mind is within the circle. This is the divine. This is called diversity. Unity in division is the demonic system. Unity in diversity is the divine system. Let me see if I can. Okay. Demonic deception is powerless. Always remember, divine dignity is powerful. There is pain of death. Death due to disease and dispute is a demonic system. It happens with a division, and pain with aging and accident while doing your adventure is amazing. Divine system. You can convert your pain into problem. You can convert your pain into problems. You will get scared, you will be sad, and you will be angry. What will happen? Your power will be stolen. When you reclaim it with prayer, what will happen? You will get purpose, you will have passion, and you will have prosperity. Isn't that amazing? Look at the whole formula. It is amazing. I'm not going to linger on it, but if you can take a screenshot, take it and study it. Our pain can be converted into purpose, passion, and prosperity, or it can convert into sadness, scaredness, and anger. That will steal our power. One is going to give our power back, and we will be prosperous. Now I am coming to almost end of the thing. What we need to do, collect all this information, integrate it. And when we integrate all the knowledge, examine it and make sure that we are going to regain our health, what will happen? Those conditions which are caused by toxins accumulation, the pathogen and parasites, they can be removed. Which are the one? There are acute infection, pathogens, chronic infections like hypertension, diabetes. These all are the toxins which could not get out. And when we integrated everything, there are some examples by which, like, people who got vaccinated, they got the clot. So these are my small, from 2022, some data is there. And today we are facing new disease, vaccine-induced disease. Humanity has already entered into the world where diseases are induced by vaccination under the deception of no treatment is available, whereas the serotonin is the natural vaccine which is produced in our gut lining. Work on our gut lining. The holistic medicine research must rediscover the magic of natural medicine and integrate all with one goal of healing. These are some examples. This woman, she walked in with swollen eyes, and the report comes HbA1c, they can't read because the variant human hemoglobin, they are stuck with each other. We treated her with integrative medicine. Within 1 month, she restored, and the blood test can be read. This is another person with high D dimer, no symptoms. That's why I ask all the people to go who are vaccinated, go and test yourself. D dimer, hematology, and liver function. These fellows, everything was normal except for D dimer. He would have been dead next 2 weeks. The treatment was done. The came back to 0.28 D dimer. And this is another fellow which was having RDW 44, whereas it's supposed to be maximum 14, did the treatment and came back to normal. And these are the people who can treat, like, their burns or their cyst or just name it. You use your integrative medicine, every toxin will be out. Here the skin is repaired so beautifully. Chronic diseases like psoriasis, after 11 years, got treated. Cancer got treated. Yes, we are born without disease. Therefore, we have to die without disease only by aging and adventurous accident. Happiness is ultimate for every divine creature. And we can get rid of our toxin. Our cells are designed to detox. Therefore, help our cells to keep itself efficiently detox. God bless you. If any question is there, I will love to take it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Susan.
Yes.
There is one question. Could you please underline the importance of circadian writing in terms of autophagy, renovation, and restoration? There is a question. Please.
Importance of
circadian rhythms.
anybody?
Circadian
Can you,
rhythms,
Dr.
doctor.
Patricia, can you repeat the circadian rhythm? Okay. Circadian rhythm is there in our life when we take as a time out of 24 hours, you can divide the time into 3 parts, and 8 hours becomes the rhythmic one, every 8 hours. Okay. So in the entire, our whole life is all about circadian rhythm. It has to move in a rhythm. So every detox system has to move in circadian rhythm. Circadian means circle. Rhythm means in a particular wavelength you have to go. So that is there in ourself, in our environment, in the universe. And if we understand it, maintain it. Like, for example, I gave you example of earthing. Our cells need to be in 0 voltage for at least 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours, I say. What happens in the 16 hours? Your cell can manage. In 0 voltage, you're detoxing your cells. If you're not electrically detoxing it, somewhere the toxin is collected, and one day we suddenly become sick. We think, oh, earthing is not so important, but earthing is very important. So I can I explained circadian rhythm in that manner also. So you can look at, go on internet, talk about the circadian rhythm. Those three scientists who wrote their book, got the Nobel Prize, just read their book and understand about circadian rhythm. It's amazing. Thank you. Any more questions? I can see somebody's hands up, Claudia Lopez.
Sí, pero no vamos a dar acceso. We are not going to open the microphones in terms of avoiding what happened earlier. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Claudia Lopez writing a very wonderful presentation. What do you think, Doctor, about the 5 biological laws of Hammer?
What is that by biological?
Yeah. Biological laws of Hammer.
Hammer.
Yeah, do you know? ¿Cómo se llamaba,
I have not mentioned about it.
el doctor?
I have explained everything in the 7x7 system, and 5 is the different kinds of situation. Like if you want to keep yourself awakened state of mind, I use the 5 there. So if you can ask a question from these 7 toxins, which 7 methods of toxin which enter in our cell, and 7 methods which our cells use to detox. So you are asking about some 5. I am not able to understand that question.
Yes. Another question from Jacqueline Perez. How can I know if my body needs detox? And what can I do in
Okay, that's yes. Your body, see, if you are vaccinated, then only you need to do a testing. Why? Because the toxin which is entered through vaccine will not give always some symptom. If you're not vaccinated and you have no symptoms, you understand your cells are doing well. They are removing the toxin. Now you have also learned the 7 methods. Make sure that you use all the 7 methods consciously. Okay. So if you're not vaccinated, don't worry. You don't, unless until you have a symptom, like it could be pain, it could be fatigue, it could be inflammation, itching on your body, you have itching in your urinals, or any kinds of problem which your cells are talking. That means your toxin could not get out. That is the point of unhealthy. Okay. If you are maintaining your food, water, air, thoughts properly, you are going to be living healthy life, because that means your toxins are getting out. All those who got extra toxin from radiation or from excess medication or vaccination, they require some test to be done and see if any of your organs or your blood cells, WBCs, RBCs, platelets, are they doing well or not? Then it will show your bone marrow is doing well. Okay, let it not convert into any kinds of character called cancer. Character should not come. You can do the testing. You can look at your liver function. Liver also tells, like, no, what is happening to other organs. So this is how, if you're not having any symptom and not vaccinated, don't worry. If you're vaccinated, no symptom, but still go and do the test. 3 tests. D-dimer to see whether clot is there. Second thing, hematology. In hematology, you will do CBC, complete blood count. Then ESR will show the inflammations anywhere, and your lipid profile will show what is the condition of your inner lining of the blood vessel. Okay. And liver function test. Do this if you are vaccinated. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Here is again Jacqueline Perez asking, what can a person can do trying to stop taking her medicines for arthritis if she wants to get detox in a natural way?
Okay, that is fantastic. You can get into chlorine dioxide and DMS method. If you are in South America, get in touch with Dr. Patricia, Dr. Norberta, Raul, like no, they all know about it. It's a fantastic, best, easy go into oxidation. And only oxidation when it's not efficient, then you connect with your change your food habit. That is your antioxidation. Okay, so you have just assess your 7 detox. That is mechanical method, electrical, your endocrine system. If you are going through the stress, you have to make sure that how you release your stress. I have given you ideas. You can relieve your stress by starting to count your blessing and give thanks to God. And you can manage your endocrine system producing all the 5 medicine called melatonin, oxytocin, dopamine, endorphin, and serotonin. And it will remove 90% of your toxin. Arthritis will be removed. Okay, so a lot of people are there around you who can use chlorine dioxide plus other things. Autophagy is a fantastic thing also to remove your toxins and hydrate yourself well. So these are the 7 methods. Keep doing it. Thank you.
One final question, because we are just about to adjourn our meeting. What are the risks of taking detox methods without supervision from a professional?
See, a professional's great supervision is required for the methods where your toxins are suppressed in your cells. Like if you're taking antibiotics, if you're taking steroid, what happens? Normally your cells will produce steroid that stops coming up. You need supervision. If you're taking painkiller, you need your natural painkiller is there as endorphin. Learn to produce that one. Then you don't require the painkiller from outside. So that requires supervision. Whatever you are producing from within your body, what supervision? They have its own control. But if you're giving things from outside, then you need supervision. If you're like, no, I said antibiotic and steroids and painkillers and what else, like, no, whatever is used to suppress the toxin inside is dangerous. So for that, you need supervision. But I love to use only those methods which are safe. So I sit in remote place in a village and I just help people with the information and they treat themselves because your cells are treating you. Your cells have got self-healing system. You have to just help efficiency of their existing system. They are already removing the toxin. So you have to learn how to support the detox. That's it. Isn't that amazing? No supervision is required. You're the doctor. Thank you.
Norberta, Patricia, creo que es tiempo de cerrar la sesión. Nos quedan 14 minutos. Thank you so much, Dr. Susan, for giving just a little glimpse. Well, one last question regarding, let me see, Victoria Pineda. She's my sister. What is the best way of meditation?
Oh, best way of meditation? Sit in the nature, natural way, or anywhere, in your room, anywhere. Close your eyes and take all this information which you have got and memorize it. Repeat it in regular manner and memorize it and then do it. So meditation best is prayer. In prayer, start giving thank you, God. You can connect all your chakras from root chakra to your crown chakra will be connected. And you will see, you get ideas. How you know that your meditation is working? You will get ideas to remove the toxin, period. In the whole world, there is only one task for humanity to ensure that every profession you are in, every festival you celebrate, it must help your detox, period. So your meditation will give you the vision. You will see the purpose in life. Your pain should become purpose in your life. Nobody in this world has risen to a higher position where all the people are listening to them if they don't have pain. Only the pain can bring purpose in life. So thank you, God, for pain. First, that is your first step of meditation. And you see, you will get vision. Thank you.
Gracias. Hoy ha sido una sesión muy especial por muchas razones. La primera por su presencia, la segunda por nuestra invitada especial y finalmente por tantos nuevos intérpretes que se incorporan a DFW. Debo de decir que también debo de bendecir, a pesar de que fue muy desagradable, los dibujos de la pantalla. Es inadmisible e incomprensible, pero es parte del universo. Así es que necesitamos entenderlo. Del inglés al portugués, Selene Santos y Denise Pulo de Brasil. Gracias, Shifra Simpson, por ayudarnos con tantos problemas del inglés al español. Fanny Casallo, allá atrás. Bendecida seas, Fanny, que todo esté bien, del inglés al italiano. Hoy no tuvimos traducción al francés, al hindú ni al árabe. Y debo de agradecer a Donají Rodríguez, que no está con nosotros en el plano terrestre, pero que está su energía y está su mamá aquí. A María Fernanda Iturbe, que nos ayudó tanto en nuestro congreso. A Frida Rosas, que está estudiando medicina. Vivian Freitas, gracias Vivian por la transmisión de hoy de Paraguay. Patricia Guigua, y debo de agradecer también a ayuda que tuve de mis alumnos, de Eric Moreno, de Camila Navarro y de Berenice Saraí Rodríguez de México, porque representan una nueva generación de profesionales comprometidos desde muy jóvenes con sus comunidades y población mundial. Un agradecimiento a todas las personas que nos han ayudado, a David García, a Fanny Casallo por pues, proveer esta plataforma de Zoom, a Ricardo Yamashita, que nos ha proveído una plataforma de traducción llamada Capwick, a Norberta Rincón, que nos apoyó con el registro y la plataforma, bueno, que no hemos inaugurado, pero que ya está por inaugurarse, de Vimeo. Gracias a todas y todos por esta ayuda. Cedo los micrófonos a Norberta y a Patricia. Gracias, amigas. Miren que de veras que hemos sufrido para hacer esta sesión el día de hoy. Les saluda Raúl Pineda, bioquímico desde la Ciudad de México. ¿Algún comentario final que quieras hacer, Norberta y Pati?
Claro que sí, vamos a dejar que la doctora Patricia Calisperis de Bolivia cierre con broche de oro. Queremos agradecer la presencia de quienes estuvieron con nosotros hoy acompañándonos desde Costa Rica, desde la India, desde Chihuahua, desde Campeche, el Estado de México, Ciudad de México, etcétera. Y quiero invitarles a que no dejen de visitarnos en nuestras redes sociales como es Facebook, Twitter, Instagram y LinkedIn. Que por favor nos visiten en nuestro sitio web www.doctorfederationsfortheworld.org para obtener más información sobre cómo convertirse en un miembro activo, más noticias y beneficios. Y si le ha gustado esta sesión, por favor, les animamos encarecidamente a que se conviertan en miembros activos. Les habló su servidora y amiga, Norberta Rincón, desde la Ciudad de México. Ahora sí, gracias, doctora Susan Ra, Fanny Casallo, Raúl Pineda, a todos nuestros traductores. Gracias por estar aquí presentes, a quienes confían, a pesar de lo que hoy sucedió. Doctora Patricia Calisperis, adelante.
Bueno, muchísimas gracias a todos. Gracias, Fanny. Yo creo que tu forma de ser nos inspira a todos. Tú eres la presidenta de esta organización y sin embargo no te haces problema en estar detrás de cámaras traduciendo y colaborando y poniendo el hombro. Gratitud. Doctora Susan, gracias, muchas gracias a Raúl, a Roberta y a todos los que han estado con nosotros. Muchísimas gracias. A hacer un mundo diferente. Gracias.
Thank you,
Yes.
Dr.
Feliz
Rat.
domingo a todos.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you very
Bye.
much.
Gracias, gracias.